Happy Friday to all my motivation movers out there. Your girl, the one and only Coco Renee, is back with an all new official Coco Renee motivation movement. Okay, that part. I decided to switch it up for Friday, you guys, because I have been missing in action on my motivation movement Mondays. I felt like this is, it's called for. It's needed. We need this motivation. A lot of us do. There's days where I know I need it and I have to call on other people to lift my spirit when I'm going through stuff. So I have to make sure I'm doing my due diligence to stay on top of my motivation movements. I'm outside, so I don't have my tripod, and I don't have my little selfie stick, so I might be a little shaky, because I'm be moving around a little bit. But as you guys know, I'll be trying to enjoy and embrace all the moments. Look at my background, y'all. God is good. If y'all can see the mountains, like right across the street from my house. That's the things that keep me motivated every day that I wake up and I do what I do, is coming outside and seeing beautiful views like that and just knowing that God is working things out. I have come a long ways through my process and He is working things out. And the fact that I could wake up and I could be in a peaceful environment, there's not a lot of pollution here, it's not a lot of noise and traffic. It's just really just at peace and at one, and you feel like I be hearing the birds chirping. I be seeing the birds fighting, y'all. Okay, the birds even be scrapping. But the whole point I'm making is I'm in a different place than I've ever been in my life, and I see that God is working through me. And not only that, He's keeping me in sometimes solitary positions. Okay, and what I mean is, while my kids is away, while my husband's at work, a lot of times I spend a lot of time at home in my office. I work from home. I'm constantly at home, and I get to just embrace these moments. I get to embrace, what is out here. I'm so used to shaking and baking and moving and doing a whole lot that this is the first time ever in my life where I've been able to just be able to sit and chill and be at peace and at one with God's nature. And I feel like God has handpicked me specifically for a reason. Now, with all that to be said, let me go ahead and get into my drop, okay? Because, I'm going to get the rambling and start talking about some things. But before we get into this motivation movement, make sure you guys are hitting subscribe, like, share, and hitting the notification button on the YouTube channel at Official Coco Renee. Make sure you guys follow me, like, and share. Also on Instagram at Official Coco Renee. Let's go ahead and get this buzz going. And today is really about motivation. What better way than to celebrate motivation is through Motivation Movement Friday. Today is Good Friday. Today is a beautiful day here, at least in California. I talk to a lot of people all over the world and all throughout the United States. People from Hawaii, people, East Coast, West Coast, down south, Midwest, up north. I talk to a little bit everybody all over the place. And I just have been hearing how beautiful it is, today for a lot of people. People are just embracing and enjoying this beautiful warmth. Then there's some people that are going to be getting some storms that are going to be coming tomorrow, and they don't get to enjoy this beautiful weather that we are blessed to have right now. So some people are going to actually have 4 inches of snow and 6 inches of snow in the middle of spring. Let me just say this. We have to stay motivated. We have to stay uplifted. It's a lot of changes going on with our climate. It's a lot of changes going on throughout the United States. A lot of things that are happening with our laws. A lot of things that's happening with our government. It's a lot of chaos going on that we see so much of that we lose our motivation. We start to lack our motivation, sometimes our faith, our upliftment. Our spirit starts to feel low because of the things going on around in our environment. This is why I know that God had to shuffle and move me around, because my energy takes on other energies. If my energy is not in a good place, it will absorb all of that negative stuff, the negativity, the stress of the world, and it will become a depression to me, okay? There's a lot of people that are out there that feel these impacts as I do, and we have to start placing ourselves in environments where it's going to be positive energy for us, which means that we must remove anything and everything that is not going to be conducive to our self-growth and our happiness internally. we have to continue to keep not just ourselves motivated, but we have to remember that we are servants of God. We have to keep each other uplifted and motivated. So you my brother, you my sister, you my brethren, it is my job to do my best to keep you lifted in spirit as well. This is why I do what I do. It's not always easy for me to lift other people up when my spirit is feeling low and feeling down. If I'm feeling sad, or if I'm feeling, sorrow or whatever, like right now I got things going on in my life just like everybody else. My life is not picture perfect, please, never. But just constantly staying in prayer, being in a peaceful place where I could constantly stay, grounded, humbled, and have those conversations with God on a day-to-day basis. That is how I'm able to survive it, okay? And everybody's not going to be in this position to live, in an environment where it's just going to be peaceful. Some people do live in environments where it is chaos. You have to find your peace in your chaos. We all have to go through sometimes the chaos to get to the peace. And when I had to live in chaos myself, I had to find environments and places that allowed me to have peace. If I had to remove myself for a few minutes and go somewhere where it was quiet, if I had to go and take a trip somewhere, just to get away for a little bit, to embrace those quiet moments, I found a way to make it happen. I'm just saying that it is time for us to start embracing the things that God has out there for us. So if we don't have it within our environment, we need to go somewhere where we can get that peace of mind, plant getaways, take time to do things for ourselves so that we could stay, in good spirit and be able to share that with other people. People need to always, instead of always seeing, as like I always hear, oh, I'm tired of seeing everybody living good on social media, like they don't go through stuff. People out here being fake and they not showing their true selves and blah, blah, blah. But also at the same time, since when do we want to constantly promote negativity? It's okay to be human and show people that you're human just like them and you go through things just like them. But why always show? I used to know people that would go into social media. I had to start deleting a lot of people and getting rid of a lot of that, because people would constantly post stuff on social media that was always negative, nothing positive, no good energy, no positive energy. So what ended up happening is it started draining my energy every time that I would turn on something. Sorry, I got background noise going on. It's kind of loud, so I apologize. But I started noticing that when I would see other people's energy and how negative and, just that whole 9 yards, it started affecting me to where I was just like feeling drained. And it's hard to watch other people going through stuff and you are their family member or their friend or just an acquaintance, and it's always just negative energy. Nobody wants to have that constantly around them. So when you have people that are constantly posting things on social media that is not positive, it's not good for your spirit, you have to sacrifice and block that type of stuff out. I'm not saying you got to permanently remove them from your life, but what I'm saying is remove that from your spirit. You don't want to have that stuff constantly. Every time you go onto your pages, you got people that are cussing someone out. They're going through a makeup and a breakup, all on, just putting all their business, exposing all themselves, all on social media for everybody to see it. No one has time for that kind of energy. It's a lot. And I would just strongly recommend to start, picking and choosing your environments wisely so you don't have to go through having that type of stuff around you constantly. It drains us. It's hard to be on a positive note when you got people who are constantly negative that and all they're doing is projecting negativity. So at some point, we have to start making wise decisions about our environments. We have to put ourselves in position where we are allowing ourselves to have positive things to look forward to. We have to start just really doing better. We have to. It's hard enough out here in this world. We can't get caught up in all these worldly things, all these worldly people. It's time for us to really start, sorry guys, because the wind is blowing, so it's blowing all on my lips and stuff. But it's hard for us to constantly stay in a good place spiritually if we're constantly having negative people around us. So I'm just letting y'all know, it is time for us to motivate not just ourselves, but we need to be a good motivation to others. We need to be also a good, example to others. We don't need to always put all of our business out there. I go through real life stuff, but I'm not going to put everything out there that I go through on social media. It's not everybody's business. And why drain other people's energy and spirits with my negative stuff, you know? So if I know it's not good and positive, I don't post it. It's okay to have a moment where you are like, okay, I'm in a moment. But I will tell you, when I see other people going through those moments, I'll be like, oh God, here we go. Let me turn this page because I don't want to see this right now because I'm trying to be in a good spirit, and now I'm reading your posts and you cussing somebody out and you angry and upset. Even the stuff that we post, even the clips, the media stuff, the feedback that we post, I see a lot of things, you know, where people are just like, oh, look at this person getting beat in the streets. Look at this, look at this, look at this. And they pound it in your heads, and it really puts a damper on your spirit. It also changes how you look at other people when you see these images of, you know, things happening. Yeah, we need to be aware that these things are happening. They cannot be ignored. But what are we doing besides just posting them on social media? Are we out there and we being active in these streets to make changes? What are we doing besides just posting things and bringing it to people's attention of what's going out there in the streets? That's all I'm saying to you guys. It's time to make some changes. Time to start wising up and doing things, you know, completely different. All right, I gotta go. I love y'all. I pray that, you know, this message doesn't fall on deaf ears and that you guys understand where I'm coming from. I'm not trying to ramble on. I'm just, you know, trying to simply help you guys simplify what you could be doing with that personal time and that good energy that you have, that God has blessed you with. Take advantage of it. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy your blessings while God has permitted you to have them. Okay? Because every day is not going to be peaceful and blissful like, you know, today. You're going to have chaos, but learn how to control your chaos. Learn how to make sure that when you put your chaos out there, you are aware of the people that you are affecting when you do that. Keep your motivation going. Keep your spirit uplifted. When you feeling low, go and rejuvenate and get in touch with people that you know lift your spirit and take you to a higher level so that you can get back to where you need to be. All right, your girl gotta go. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful weekend. Until next time, to all my movers out there, toodles.